Whoosh. Uh-huh. Everything is taking a second. Why is my game moved, changed, thingamajiggied? Game. Why? Oh, I know why. It wasn't perfectly full screen. Okay. Let me turn that down a bit more, actually. Cause I can't think if it's too loud. And that music is lovely, but it's a bit much sometimes. Okay. Hello. Hi, Toxic. We're back in Minecraft today on Art Afternoon because it's kind of combining just playing Minecraft and doing art. Well, you can do art in Minecraft, like building, for example, but a slight bit differently. And because it's a strange combination between building and art, I think it's best if I say a little more. So, I'm a freelance artist, and I do also study design. So it's not I don't just do this. Well, I do this a lot for fun because it is fun, all of it, the art and the design and the building. But there's a bit more to it that I'd like to try out and see if I can improve what I'm doing here in Minecraft. And that is applying techniques used for learning art or improving at art with Minecraft building. And let me just like an example is there's some like color theory stuff, like color palettes, making complementary colors, picking triads, something like that. Then things like plastics for old painting stuff, like back in ye olde days, what then became the masters were referencing something. They were not just drawing from imagination, they were referencing things, and what they were referencing is reality. That's also one of the things I'm going to do is reference reality. And then things the later generations did after the masters weren't just learning from nature anymore. Is that their apprentices were also learning from the masters, but not just like, oh, the master teaches me how to draw, but also by copying the paintings, the artworks that the masters were doing and referencing them. So we went from referencing reality to referencing someone who referenced reality. And there we go. And that's what I'm gonna do. And for that, let me quickly pull up a picture up here. Swoop, swoop, swoop. Pretty deep, you know. It's also pretty cool, honestly. Like there's like if you look at these like super old paintings, they're still pretty decent quality. Not the paint anymore, because usually the varnish is kind of like messed up, but like the painting itself, the construction of the painting. So yeah, I prepared a few pictures I found on Pinterest of some houses, some cottages, and their floor plans. And I'm gonna try to replicate some of those to work from a reference. I am not an architect, so there's a lot of things I very much don't know about buildings. What do I do? Sorry about this one. This one has a lot of rectangular shapes. I put that over my head. I think I put that over my head. Let me just put that on top of my noggin. That work? I think that works. That's okay. Tolerable. Not blocking anything major. Let me also now open up that image in big for myself. Oh. This. Like. Come on, resize. Oh, it doesn't want to resize. Okay, I guess we don't resize. I guess we don't. Screw you. So, hello, Anna. So what I want to do is, in this case, reference the sketch. So this is more like the apprentices of the old masters, learning from their masters by referencing their paintings. Like I said, I am not an architect, so there's lots of things that can just fly past me. And I'm kind of hoping that maybe this also helps me learn a bit more about architecture. That would be very lovely. And I picked this. I'm not sure if you can call it a cottage anymore. It's kind of like a manor. But it is one of the rather rectangular ones, so I think that would be nice to do. How are you doing? I'm doing great. I'm very excited to get this started. I've been planning this for quite a long time, to be honest. And I can finally get to it. It's pretty nice. I hope you're doing well as well. Where do I go? Okay. So I'm gonna start a new corner of this since it's mostly cottages. I'm gonna put this on probably this side of the arcane. I don't think I'll be expanding the steampunk that much to the side with massive buildings, but the arcane will be expanded a lot. So I'm just gonna give it a little bit of space and scoot over here, and then later on I'm gonna give it a sign. Let's just pop down here. And I'm just gonna grab some wool. That's how I enjoy planning my builds, is just get some basic layouts in with like a few wool colors. Doesn't need to be perfect. I feel like that's been a trend going around even. It's make it exist first, you can make it good later. And that's kind of what I'm going with. So if I'm looking at the cottage here, we have this center bit, which is they're all rectangles. So I'm gonna look at it as different rectangles, as just base shapes. And deconstructing it, they have this center bit as a rectangle where we're currently looking at the short side of it, which is the front. Then next to that one are two shorter rectangles. Next to those rectangles that are left and right of the middle one, there's two more that are even slimmer and that are also a bit smaller in height. I'm gonna map out the width first. Hello, sir. So I'm gonna kind of eyeball it. I'm gonna take this as my cornerstone. And let's say the cornerstone. If there's a window there, let's say that window is 1 block. Probably gonna go a bit bigger so I can add enough detail to the window. I'm gonna give this a center block so I can put the window in nicely. And then if we make this wide, then I would put this back, let's say 3 blocks. Because the bit with a window is a bit wider than the bit that connects to the next rectangle. Then we have this very high door, which I'm also gonna put as a 3 wide, so the door can have some more detail. Because it looks like it's a very big door. Then this, then center. That leaves me with 2 to 3 blocks in between. That's good for the windows up there as well. And also gives me the opportunity to do the brick detailing on top. Yes, I think 3 is good here. And then I'm gonna mirror this situation. Like this. Go back 3. And just drag this in a little bit for now. We'll figure out the back later once we get to the most outer rectangles. 3. And then I'm going to look at the second set, which has wider windows than the first one. So I would put these windows at about 2 wide. Let's say... something like this. Would be alright. You think of the interior. Yeah. I think that'll still be good. And then, do I go 3 back or do I go 2 back? Is it smaller than the first one? The tree in the way, making it a little harder to see. I believe it might be a tiny bit smaller. I'm going to take 1 block off of that. And then move on to the smaller one, which has a window. Single window. Though, this window appears to be a little bit offset. Meaning, I can probably get away with this. Yeah. Because it's a bit wider on this inside corner than it is on this outside corner. So I can mimic that by going 2 extra on each side of the window. Because this corner is gonna make this look a bit wider over here. Then we have this massive window on the very side of the building, which looks like it's 3 blocks wide, judging from the... I don't know what you call them, the planks that are just inside the window separating it. Hello. And then I'm gonna... Oh my god. Oh my god. Thank you, Pandora, so much for the follower. You're now a cutie and you can't escape it. And there's another thing you can do. You can write something on your cap of achievements, because I just reached 200 followers on Twitch and you were the reason for that. So congratulations for being the 200th follower. Something like that. Something along those lines. Alright, then I just hit my reference image. There it is. Then, massive window. Seems the walls are a little bit smaller. Then the window is wide, so I can't make them 3 blocks. I'm just gonna leave it at 2 to make it like the window is as massive and as oversized as it is in in the building we are referencing. And then I'm just gonna... do I want to mirror the whole thing? Do I want to... Let's see, is it mirrored? It is mirrored. Okay, the floor plan is mirrored. Scoot out of here. 1, 2. 1, 2. Hello, goat. 2, 3. And then I'm gonna just draw my lines in here. This one also goes out 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1. It's probably just a window. Look at the floor plan. Yeah, we'll just have windows out the back, so like this. Then I mirror this way as well. Boop, boop. So. And then 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2. And around this corner we go. And this is kind of how I start every big build. Make some arts for a channel. What kind? Like fan art of my character or? Okay. Then this is our entrance. I'm gonna make the windows blue actually. Blue is a lovely color to represent glass. Since blue seems to be a preferred color for just showing transparency, I suppose. Alright. Then now, the height. I usually go from 2 dimensions into 3 dimensions. So we start with the base layout. And then we add detail. We have stairs up here, so this is going to be the floor height. I gotta keep that in mind. This is what I'm going to be working with. How wide are the stairs? 1 set of stairs? 2 sets of stairs? I think this is 2 sets of stairs. So like this. Something like this. Also means that this is gonna get higher. And this is gonna get higher. The floor is gonna be... Oops. On top of here. Yeah, like this. There we go. Which means that there needs to be 1 more set of blocks here. Working at the windows, so they're on the right height. Right height being, we can look out when we stand in front of them. And they're not there. Please drop down your Discord on chat. There's a command for my Discord server. And there it is. And then this, gotta lift all of these blocks up. all of these blocks up. There we go. That works. Yep. And I'm gonna make these too high. Don't need this anymore. It's just holding the baseline. Ow! Hello, Strahd. Hello, David. Thanks for the bonk or something. You guys, we just reached 200 followers on Twitch. Isn't that cool? Let me reduce it to this bit only. So I can chisel these out a bit more. Alright. So this is the height of the windows. Then the door and the window decorations are still 1 block higher. And it kind of goes over into the... My goodness. Of channel points. Deserved. Keep spamming it away for trying to jump scare me and stuff. Okay, so 2, 1 block higher into the windowsill. So... That would make the ceiling really, really low. I need that space for the door as well. Let's pull the floor in here. And give this space to these windows here. That's better. 3. And these windows have a wooden beam right above them. And Uwe voice, yeah. But like 90% random sound effects. Okay. If the floor is here and you stand here and then that would be the ceiling. I suppose I can half slap that since we're going into the basement. Into the attic, the other thing. The upper basement is what we're going in. Okay. Mark this down. This is the nice big first floor. Half slap. Half slaps. And I'm not gonna send you a friend request. I'm sorry. I have my Discord server, but I don't randomly befriend people, like, on Discord. Alright, there we go. Then the roof situation, should I do the other bodies first? I'm gonna do the other bodies first. So I'm gonna pull this one out on the same level, because it would be weird if the ceiling suddenly goes way lower. Seriously, if you need anything, I have a Discord for that. Just write in the Discord chat. I'm not just randomly gonna accept random friend requests from random people. Alright, pull this one up as well. And this one... Does this one really have an upper floor? Interesting. This does apparently have an upper floor, though it is getting lower and it's getting rather squished, so that's interesting. Then these are the same levels. Hmm. I have to give this a little thought. I'm gonna drag this in. Like that. Then this floor also has more windows. 2 high windows like that. And that's the thingy, which is also the window frame, which I'm gonna trapdoor probably. I think trapdoors would be smart here. I might skip the glass on some of the windows and instead go for some trapdoors to give them some frames. Because for those builds, the windows have a lot of frames, and those frames have rather big impact usually. Oh, there's a tiny window here. It makes some spaghetti. Sounds great, actually. Enjoy your spaghetti. Just a 1-block window, but on this height. And then we get the roof up top. Okay. Rinse and repeat on the other side. Pop that over here. I'm so confused about the Minecraft settings. It says my music is set to constant, but it... Where's the music, you know? There it is. Yeah, good. Okay. No. 1,152,000 items power sorting this will not be fast enough. I'm going insane. Excuse me? Not fast? What are you doing? What in the world are you doing that it's not fast enough? Did you turn your whole Minecraft world just into broken blocks and just threw them all in there at once? Like, what the heck are you doing? Alright, slap those in. Keep the space. Ba 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 ba. Then this is where the window goes on. And this is where that goes on. Bum bum bum. Make this like 3x3 at least. From like this. Like 7 hours I'm working on a gold farm. Oh. Right. This sorter only for the gold farm, or like what's going on here? Boom. There are those windows in. There are those windows in. This song is rather creepy. Damn, I like it. This is nice. Okay. It leaves me with this. I can show you. You can. I forgot the window here. And here. And then the baby window here. And here. This one actually goes even higher because there's none of that. Okay. Expand on that. And then quickly map out the door. Something like this. And now the roof. Let me quickly see what's going on Discord. Ah. Okay, I see. Yeah. I see why you need more. Yeah. OBS pickup. There we go. Now the window. The roof. Not the window. This main roof is rather triangular. And this goes there, this goes next to this window, this goes next to that window. I'm gonna pull those up here. I think this is a pretty decent one. I think there is a 1 block space under this nice little window. And I think it would be 2 blocks high. I'll put this at 2 blocks high. Which would then be this little thing. I think I'm just gonna have this with door, so I might do this. And then oh! I mean, I actually did it good if I took that angle. I'm gonna go a little bit steeper. How much overhang do we have? We don't have much overhang to the side, but we have a little bit to the front, it seems. I'm gonna go this, and 2 blocks, this, and this, and 2 blocks, this, and 1 block. To make this roof a little less steep. Okay. I'll repeat this on the other side. And see what we get. Wait, this should be the one. Should be the 2. This one. It's looking like pretty decent shape. It doesn't look too oversized. So I think that's good. I'm quitting. I'm sorry. The frustration is hitting. I'm sorry. Your farms are just too efficient. Okay. That's about the shape of that situation. Then we have this lining going on here. Which would then leave me with something like this to do the little arches. Alright. And then here we also have the wall a little bit inset, so all these details show up more. So then I'm gonna remove these for now. This one's marker, but remove the middle block for visual clarity. So then let me mark this guy on as also the one thingy magic-y, and pull that all the way around. side. There you go. Boop, 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 boop. And then rinse and repeat. Built that one block too far out. Oops. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. This block in, one block up. And in we go. 2 blocks up, 1 block center. There we go. And then we go to this. Roof. And all that's missing is side bits. For these, the wood actually starts a bit lower, so I'm gonna replace this one with a green one. These are some of the wooden stems. The thing is, it's the wood. I forgot words, as I do. Okay. I'm gonna have to draw this bar in as well. And there's 2 around the window. I can do that with the trapdoors. And there's this. Oh. I realized something. And I'm really silly. Just quick moment. Just move all of this over. Yeah, fine. This is fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's great. I did everything perfectly the first time. Nothing weird going on here. Just I'm running out of random things to say, so I'm just talking about not knowing what other random things to say and taking that as saying random things while I'm totally absolutely not redoing this and pushing this all out 1 block because I built it 1 block too short. That totally wouldn't happen to me. So I'm glad that everything is fine and we're just continuing with our little floor plan. And you know what, I'm just gonna drink something if I'm talking nonsense anyways. Because I'm talking so much nonsense that I can feel the talk in my throat. So yeah. Everything's great. And this is how it has always been. And no changes were made to the building floor plan and nothing was ever altered to begin with. It all looked this way from the start. Yeah. What else? Anything else? Any other useless information with actually 0 content I can share? I can do this. Now, but the other side that I also built correctly first try. Just, you know, this whole situation again. Like perfectly good at times in the long distant past where I accidentally miscounted and missed a very important detail that requires me to have an odd amount of blocks. I mean, you know. But you look so relaxing. It is really relaxing, especially when you build everything perfectly first time, like I obviously always do. Because I'm just that good, you know, and who would ever need to rebuild anything because they messed up? Like everyone but me, clearly. Clearly everyone but me. I would never have to adjust my building plans. Never. Yeah. About that. I just... Yeah. Definitely didn't do that like Throska. No! We wouldn't do such a silly thing. That would never happen to us. Ah! Are we good now? Cool. Mongoose. Hello. Over on the YouTube side, very welcome. What do I want to do now? I completely sidetracked. The roof. I sidetracked myself with being completely, perfectly correct with my build plans the first time. Yeah. I'm gonna have to do those. Margarita! Thank you so much for the follow. You're no cutie and you can't escape it. I made 5 different designs for sorting and crafting just for fun. That sounds pretty cool. Honestly, it's like I do both the redstone and the building, but they have like it's words. Let me think about that sentence for a second before I try to spit it out and it turns into complete nonsense. Okay. Let's try again. I do both the building and the redstone, but for kind of different reasons. I love the building because to me it's just super relaxing. It's really enjoyable. And the redstone is kind of like playing and developing puzzle games at the same time. I think that's the best way I can describe it. Oh. Speaking of always building everything correctly and never messing anything up. Working on redstone builds just... It's like you put your brain inside a little puzzle box. And it's really fun. Like for me. But it's different fun than building, because building is just kind of taking a break from everything, taking a step back, just letting the creative juices flow wherever they want to flow. Just, it's... Okay, so both is nice. But if you apply to different kinds of sports, then redstone would be more like working out, and building would be more like meditating, right? Okay, so how do I actually need to put this? Because I'm just kind of like going, I want to put this 2 blocks, which then leaves me with... Oh, no, Actually? 2 blocks too? Maybe, actually. Maybe. Ooh, the roof is kind of strange. Kind of like dipped in, because like it's kind of merges. Hold on, let me just quickly drag some of those lines through. I agree. Yeah. I think if you do both building and redstone, I think that's a pretty good description of like how it tends to work. Did it do that? Did that? Nope. Just nope. Let me just put some guidelines on that roof. If I can visualize what I'm doing here. Okay, so if we look at the roof, where it connects from this main bit to the first outer rectangle, it has a little like odd shape. It has like a little dip in here where this roof connects to this roof. I'm just gonna this around here. I'm gonna go 2 up first. Wait, this way. 2 up first, 1 up. It's a different angle, it's a similar angle. It's a rather similar angle, I'm sure. 2 up, 1 up, and it actually kinda fits if I start with the 2 up. Let me plop that in there. And that, and then you go 2 up, 1 up. Because this little corner situation, it's like it's too small to just be higher. Like this corner is basically, it's directly touching this. Looks good to me. Nice. I'm gonna have to go in with trapdoors in here probably. Oh well. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, what if I change this a little bit so I have a little bit more space in this department where I touch the main pillar? That would give me a little more room with the trapdoors to create the secondary set of pillars that connect the window with the roof, like this whole vertical line. Then I might want this instead. Or this. I think I might prefer this. What if I trapdoor some of the inside pillars? Like trapdoor and stair them. So like we put a trapdoor here, and we stair this, then we put trapdoor and then we stair this, because then we have more of the inside bit showing. I think that would make it work. I think that would actually work. Okay, so we go 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. 2, 2, oops. 1. 2. Yes. Boing. 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 And those. Alright, that's our side roof. It is still smaller than the main one. Goals achieved. Then, next, I'm gonna find my center, which is here. And for this center, we have the a beautifully awkward situation, actually. Where this goes right out. Into a very interesting situation here, because now I have to build that roof down there and transition this into a point that's somewhere. How dare you spray me? I will drink something. Why did I drink water earlier? I have tea. To be fair, the tea is kind of the same at this point because I made that tea like, wait, 2 hours ago. And I was like, oh, I really want a tea. And then I first left, thank goodness it's fruit tea. I first left the tea back in for like half an hour or something. And then I let the tea get cold as well. So I guess I didn't even want tea that much or something like that. But I have sipped the tea. Cheers. Okay. I'm gonna for now return to the shenanigans down here and try to create this roof situation. I've actually never built a roof like this. This is pretty interesting. This is rather steep. So we go in like this. And then we go like I just need some slabs and some stairs. I need a little piping. Please, no, not stair. Trapdoor. I need a little bit of visualizing. Make it like so. I like that more. That's better. I think I need to put it a little bit higher. Oh yeah, it is a little bit higher. Oh wait, it needs to go above that window. Ignore everything I said. These go right above the window. Just right above this window. Let's move to... No, we have more overhang here. We do have more overhang here. Come quickly. Oh, help with this situation. Dip, 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 dip. And then I could probably still kind of like do this so that it's the same roof line. It would be a little strange otherwise. So like that. And then I'm gonna drag down this like this. And like this. Wait, the overhang is shorter than that. I'm gonna just have to replace roof. This has to be roof. No bar there. This is just the roof. End of story. Do I need to shorten this roof? I suppose it doesn't hang far down, does it? But I can actually shorten it and push that under there. That does work then. Something along the lines of this. Tiny overhang, tiny overhang. Do tiny overhang. And then I somehow need to... Those are straight. Actually, man. I can. I'm just not gonna go with the full block and put the full block here, and then I'm gonna put the full block here. And then just drag this across and everything is beautiful. Cool. And then over here, we have our ascent into madness, because it's not a descent. I'm gonna bring these corners up one as well, I believe. Maybe with some walls later on. But yeah, then we need to bring this to a point on actually this level. There's the lovely, beautiful connecting lines again. This is the level we need this on. And this needs to end in line with this, so it will probably end like here. Put this back to 2, put this back to... Probably end like this. And then this also needs to line up with this and this. Coming to a point, like tiny baby overhang. And steep as heck. So we're going to do a little bit like this. Yeah. Maybe a little bit like this. Might have to expand it a little bit to out here. That's pretty steep roof. It is. It is very, very steep. I think I can make this a little softer. Make this ascent into madness, not as mad. Go like that. Let's soften this out a little bit, give this a little more room to breathe. Yeah, I think those shapes do kind of fit together. Cool. So then I'm gonna back in a little R8. See you in a bit. Then I'm gonna just drag all of this out a little. Which I believe I had with 2 blocks. 1, 2 blocks. 2 blocks, 1 block, 2 blocks, 1 block. Like this. And like this. Then we drag this together. Find the middle. This one, and then do 1, 2 diagonals. And then connect this bad boy up to the main roof. Now this is gonna be where the real chaos is gonna begin once I have all those roofs set in place. So we go out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's a double. And then we go down. 2, 2, 1. 2, 2, 1. And then this one ends in this. And then this goes one inwards. Like so. This goes like this. Give me that. This is overhang, this is overhang. Give that. Pull up those guys. Pull up those guys. And then we're gonna give it the overhang that it deserves. Okay. Then we have 2 blocks and 2 blocks and 3 blocks. And that's the big roofing L, I suppose. So then these just kind of slap into each other. Just get through here. Just mash those together. It just forms naturally. However this roof goes out, this roof goes out. And then there's this. I suppose I have to build this. Where does the harsh line just go? And triangles. So I suppose it kind of gets wider. What's it called? It's like the patru or something? Something like this, I believe. I'm gonna wrap my brain around that in a bit. I'm not gonna stress about that one right away. All right. And that is our rough floor plan situation. Just working from the little image we have. I'm gonna get the floor plan in once I have the shell sorted out. So, color palette. We have like a greenish, teal-ish roof. We have red bricks. We have gray stone bricks. We have like a spruce/dark oak wood situation. And this yellowish facade with, I'd say, oak or a birch door. So let's look at some colors. I don't have any mods installed at this version because I'm playing on the newest version. So all manual labor. I might build the facade of this. But hold on to the sandstone, put that here. Then I definitely want copper. And I'm gonna just pick the full blocks now. Don't be a silly. Copper warp thingamajiggies. Just hold on to this for a second. There we go. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get the white trim around the roof as well. Let's see about that. Maybe I can do a little like pale oak trapdoor situation around it. Oh, I can use the shelves. I have the shelves. I forgot I have the shelves. Oh my goodness, this changes everything. My whole life has changed. All right. The wood. Maybe something like this. some of that next to each other. I think this is nicer with this situation. Yeah. Then we also have brick. And then we also have... Ew. Not festivals. Stone bricks. This is the situation we're going to be working with. So I'm gonna expand these color palettes. What colors do we have here? We have the yellow-red situation for the warm colors. We have that was a rather warm green. We don't really have anything in the green department, and I will need theirs probably. Unless I pretend that the roof has like a bigger trim around it and just make that out of the pale oak. And maybe mix some dye red in there or something. And then I make the main roof out of like moss and wool and terracotta. Or the copper, I'll have to see. We look at this for a second. We have the red. The green would be opposite of the red. We also have the yellow, which going the yellow and the red and something blue would put us at the decent triad. No, yeah. It could be a decent triad on the color wheel. So I suppose I'm gonna expand on these a little bit. I'm gonna start with probably the sandstone. First thing I think of is birch. And then different versions of sandstone. There's also end stone, but I'm not sure if I suppose there is brick texture on the house. So maybe we can make a situation happen. Maybe. Let me actually stick these more like this. I need to see the side of the sandstone. And there we go. Rid of that. I think that could work, using the birch mainly as like shadows. I think that could work. We can just throw some actual sand in there as well. Maybe more like this. I like this transition. This feels pretty nice. It's a pretty hefty jump. Not sure about this jump. Max, this is texture them from there. Sometimes the gradient thing is it's tough. And I'm not talking about the stone for once. Though we're gonna get to that in a second. No, bone blocks are too wide. What about... No, those are too dark. Though this might actually kind of... No, those would be on top of anything. They're a bit too red for that. Okay. Then the bricks. I don't know if I can just leave them bricks or if I want to at least mix with granite in there. Who knows? What if I merge some polished granite into this? Now that's too rough. Too big of a difference. I'm gonna stick with those. And then we have the stone bricks. There's little cracked stone bricks. There's little mossy stone bricks. I'm gonna leave the andesite out of this. Then we also have tough bricks. Are there any other similar bricks we have? I don't think so. Welcome back, Toxic. Going pretty nice. I'm currently working on the situation of the color palette. There's something that fits in between. What is the thing that fits in between? Is it just raw tuff? Yeah. That is more like it. Anything else I might want for the wood? Probably just those two. Also have a pale oak trim around the bottom there. Around the foundation. Any other color? No, I think that's it. I think it's mainly those. I've been watching for a while. I want to invite you to my SMP for small streamers. You're the kind of personality you want. Do you have like any information on the SMP? Anything public? Alright, let's see. I'm gonna start with the wood, I think. Because that's a relatively easy thing for me to map out right now. Into those verticals. Oh, I gotta sneeze. I need to know more about the SMP before I can say whether I'm interested or not, unfortunately. Because I don't know anything about the SMP, so I can't say whether it's actually interesting to me or not. We have Discord been in SMP for 2 months and we recently switched to streamer SMP. Okay. Is there any information about the SMP on the Discord? Because I don't know any of you guys, obviously. So I do need to learn a bit more about this and about the people before I can decide. Yeah, that is a good start. A good start. Good start. I'm immediately singing as soon as the music stops. Someone send help, please. I don't think anyone can help that, to be fair. I think that just stuck with that. That's just a situation. That's what's going to keep happening. Randomly bursting out into random songs. Okay. To the inside of this, like I said, trapdoors there, trapdoors there. Trapdoors there, trapdoors there. There we go. There's information on quite a few members in the Discord. This will quality of life on the at least 1 day a week. Okay. If there's information on the Discord, it would be lovely if you could add me at least for now so I can check it out, or give me the information through other means. My Discord name is the same as my name on stream. I do hope your name is similar so I know I have an easier way of recognizing who you are. Who I did that? Did I oopsie again? Such a deep window zip. Application form as well. Okay. Can I do that without things looking weird? Yeah, that's still okay. Okay. I can still save it. Everything is okay. I suppose I'm just gonna do a little windowsill, like. Sure. Windowsill. Why not a windowsill? I'll send you a link if you have any questions. Let me know. I'm happy to answer. Alright. Let's pop that on here. And those guys here. Those guys here. Then can I just not sabotage myself? Then we do the reverse here, putting those guys on the outside. Which is it's a tiny difference. It's nothing massive, but it does allow me to place some kind of windowsill in there so the window just doesn't go all the way straight down to the floor. Thanks for popping in. I hope you have a nice day. Good luck with your search. I think that works alright. Yeah. Yeah. I think the villagers agree with how they're hmming at me. Okay, and I'm just gonna roughly throw these all in here as well. Quick in and out adventure. Yeah, something like this. And then I need to first double up the roof bits over here. So I can apply the stair trapdoor combination once again. I almost said ouch when I slapped that wood out of the main pillar. I don't think that's how that's supposed to work. Think about minecarts. It's going to be huge for use minecarts. Still using your chat to organize my ideas. How dare you? No, it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Yeah. Now I slab the slabs in. And then I'm gonna scoot through here. Scoot through here. And through here. This. And this. Double up the roof. And forget to double up that roof. Whoosh. 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 Okay. Now those inner support pillars again. And those inner outwards support pillars. Yeah. Doesn't make sense, but that's okay. Sweet. That's a very nice start. Then I'm gonna slap in the wood here. There we go. Big mighty pillars. Boom. And this little situation. And then this goes into the point. And I think I like that better. I think I like you better. And don't sing that, that's copyrighted now. What I can do though, do some more trapdoors and stairs. Yeah, trapdoors and stairs. My favorite. Okay. And now, oh, what I can do is do this curve, not a diagonal. At this little curve, which I'm gonna do like the following. And some square things just adding it on the inside is alright. That is looking pretty cute. Then we'll quickly knock that out. Yeah, I think that's nice. I think that is nice. Then I'm gonna copy the same over to the back. Copy in quotation marks. Rebuild it. Bump, 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 bump. And then pull up the support pillars again. The big boys. Bringing out the big boys. Add those trapdoors. Add the curve. Sweet. Add those little itty bitties. What if I made the gap smaller? No. Now the shape gets lost. It's nice. Okay, what did I miss here? Is quad opera unloaders with minecart. Oh goodness. Don't have ideas. That sounds like some ideas to me. So there's not no ideas, there's at least some. Okay, with those, I think I'm gonna move on to the bricks. For now, I'm not really doing texturing, I'm just laying out the basics. I'll do the texturing later on. So this goes up all the way. Like this. And it kind of like goes like in and out like a little bit. Until down here we have full stone bricks. Or like this. I'm just gonna try to replicate the like... Well, that was loud. Replicate the rough edge that we have. The stones just kind of like going in and out. Unfortunately, I can't just take out individual bricks or replace them with something else. So that's what we're working with. Then I should probably also immediately get these windows here sorted. I just remembered again that I have shelves. Do I need any shelves here? I think I'm still good. I think I'm still good without shelves here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. Okay. And I need to create this situation, which then turns into this situation, a bit of this situation, giving me a little arch. Can't use shelves. You're not shellfish enough. Shave me from my shelf. Ah, my brain just immediately went around 3 corners because that reminded me of soundboards, which then in return reminded me that I still have 50 clips to edit. Yes, 50, not 15, 50. You know, 50. 53, I think. Yeah, I think it's 53. Around 3 corners, yeah. It was only 3 corners because I went from one topic to another, so kind of like 3 topic kind of situation. Ish. Do wonder if it would be nice effect if I got a little more dimension here with some walls. Might a little bit to the windows. Because they're still rather small, but it makes them a little bit wider. I have an idea. Ooh. Yes. Oh, look at that! We made tiny arches! Oh, that's kind of what it needs, actually. It does kind of need the tiny arches. Let's try that. We'll try that. We'll see how that looks. It might look completely whack. It's alright. Don't slap that. That's a decent arch. Also, why my brain went from soundboards to clips is because some of those clips have some very silly things I say that I want to turn to soundboards on my server because it's silly. It's silly when I say silly things. Pretty sure you can use minecarts to sort items 8 times faster. You can sort items with them. That's a really good question, you know. I don't know. What if I just... I'm glad I think about sentences before I say them. What if I use bricks on all of these windows? Kind of interesting. What if I use this to create a lot of dimension? Oh. Oh, that's cool. Tried using cobble glass to show them cute. I actually had some thoughts that almost made me just crazy hyperspeed jump back into my redstone world of like ways to make a big sorter with copper guns. Because like all the like hyper redstone stuff is fun, but I feel like sometimes there should also be some redstone contraptions that are a bit easier for the people who aren't as good with it or have as much fun with it, so they can still have something that like automatically sorts their stuff. So I was thinking of doing something with the golems. I think that could be nice. You know what? I don't hate this. My item sorter brown is not fast enough. Yeah, that's a problem to have for sure. We listen and we don't judge, but a little bit of judging. Tiny bit of appreciative judging for how much craziness you do. I don't think Copperbones are the move. No, not for that speed. It's fun, but they're not the play for what you need. Definitely not. Definitely not. I think this might turn into a mostly exterior build, to be fair. Because, like, this is lovely, but this is gonna be not so cool on the inside. Maybe I can make it cool. Maybe I can make it cool. How does the saying go? Hope dies last. So, okay, for now, there's hope. Okay, I'm gonna do the same over here. Oh, actually, I need, sorry, grass. Need to continue these. And these. And, edit. And these. And let's turn around and do a set of 3 here, and then just leave 1 gap on each button, and then do. Sure, let's do 2 there as well. Why not? Let's do 2 there as well. And pop that in. Get 1,000,000 copper golems. That getting 1,000,000 of them doesn't make them faster per item. Bricks in there too. Here. And in here. Alright, pull that up. Single one. Single dingle, double dingle, and another single one. But ew, later, my brain's fried. Gonna be fun. Oh, goodness. I wish you luck. Feels like you might need it. I kind of wish we had continued Uwu. I kind of miss it. I kinda do miss it. It was only like, cause some people couldn't make it, so we couldn't do the right one to do, so we got, Nagura onto the boat, and we did some Uwu. And that was like, I think like twice. And it was really cool. I would have liked to continue that. I would have liked to clear my first ultimate, but unfortunately that never happened, and you know how it ended. Alright. The pillars in between. Pull up the walls. And create the illusion of shapes that I should not be able to make in this game. Very beautiful. This really looks like too wide already. It is not too wide. What in the craziness is this? It looks like it's defying the laws of Minecraft. Crazy. Referencing from Plans for Real Life. Good idea. I'd like to add some detail to these, but I don't know how I can add a teeny tiny ledge to it. Currently playing on a modded server at the same time as well, and that modded server has like the perfect thing for the teeny tiny ledges. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe do something on the inside. I don't know. But this is nice. This is some nice depth. I do like this. Granite does also have the wall, so I can continue with that. I like this. This is lovely. Then we have all the other itty bitties. I'm just gonna run with the smooth sandstone. I'm gonna just run with that and some pale oak. Maybe some shelves. Maybe finally some shelving. Okay. Just throw all of this in here for now. And then there's a wooden ledge above this beautiful little roof, window. Let's see how I can add more dimension into this. What if I drag all of this? I would buy one. I mean, that certainly does add dimension. Going around the side as well. Did it work on this scale? Is that too much? I think that is too much. Feels a little too much. What if I just do this side? It still feels a little bit too chunky for what I want. But maybe that's just because I was using the slabs. I'm gonna try the reverse trapdoors so there's none of that leg edge pointing towards the thing that's seen. Yeah, I think that's better. Just for the fun of it, though. Just for the fun of it. No, that's way too textured. That's texture overload. If only we had actual vertical slabs. What? Do this. Pull it all up, fill it all in. I think this whole thing is this whole thing is the sandstone. That, hold on. Let me quickly grab this guy. There's a little bit of wood going on under this roof. I'm gonna quickly fill that in at the points where it would be visible. Sandstone. Why did I grab that? Not sandstone. Sandstone slabs. There we go. Big beautiful window. I'm gonna add some window details. That does work. For this one, I have one of my favorites, which is like this. Give it that little frame. if I want to leave that on the outside just as the illusion. Should I then bring these guys in as well? I mean, it looks nice from here. It kind of looks like shutters from these sides. No, I think that's still okay. I believe that still works. If I turn those around properly. Better. I think to match, because is this enough to show that it's an arched window? Or do I make it match the more square window? I don't know. That's a to be continued. A definite to be continued. Now we have this massive window. Which I can actually... work a little bit of my magic in. I keep... I keep this for the outside. Do a little bit of magic here. So if I do this, and then how many crossbeams do I have? No, these are the biggest. So like this. And then we pull this guy out and over. I need to cut the corners. I just need to cut the corners. It looks a bit wide, but I think... Oh no, it doesn't even have the trim. It's not the trim, it's just the... whatchamacallit. Frame. Thank you, words, for coming to me immediately. I'm so glad there's never been any issues with that. Okay. Now we go back to the Pale Oak Nightmares. Granting me this and this. Leaving me with this. Now this I can improve by taking this situation outwards a little. Shelves. Actually, shelves? Hello? This is cooking. There's like... the shelves are perfecting the dish right now. Hold on. Oh, yeah. This is it. This is it. I need to turn my lights. I'm sitting in the... Let there be light on my side. Cause I'm building in the dark and that's not right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, mate. I put a fence on top of that situation, making it more pointy? What if I... Nah. What about this? I like that it looks a bit chunkier. I think that's good. The chunky is good. Oh, I completely forgot about this little guy. Sorry, little one. Let me just fill that in real quick. I'm gonna just give you a little teeny tiny baby situation there. And this guy. What kind of magic can I work with this guy? I think I might be able to do some shelf magic. I can maybe pull those in. And then I have to drag in that stuff anyways. So if I then put the shelves like here, that can create the illusion that the window is half closed. I like that texture. I think that might work. Let me just repeat that. I think that works. Hold on, can I do that over here as well? We're working on the outside, so hold on. E, e, e. No, I think I'm gonna leave these open, but I do like that framing. That is nice. Yeah, that's nice. What I do need to do is bring the walls together here. Meaning. Fill in all this craziness. All of this. All the way to the tippy top of the roof. Would you look at that? That is pretty fun. If I do say so myself. Which, obviously I do, because I just did. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so let me slap that in here as well. Like this. Is that with a slab? Probably. I wonder, can I make it more round? Let's see. Not sandstone again. We don't do sandstone here. We only do sandstone. Like elongated-ish. So... What if I... No, that's weird. I need to kind of come back around. Suppose we can tolerate that. That's not too shabby. Yeah. I can accept that. I can deal with that. I know this isn't this is brick department. Not the sandstone department. This is the sandstone department. So here we go in with the wood. Bong, bong, bong. And same for this lovely little one over here. And then I'm going to fill this in because these walls connect into here. And then I'm going to go and fill this in. Maybe I can actually leave that open as well. Right. I can't leave that open because maybe hold on. What kind of floor would this place have? Or slash ceiling? Just have that little thing poked. Oh, that could actually. That could work. That could be rather nice, actually. Yeah, I think that could be pretty nice. Alright. Then I'll take all of this chaos over to the other side. Working on being able to see the full facade. And boom, 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 boom. I locked my shelf in. Boom, boom, boom. Front, take a little peek. Still looking pretty fun. Also, definitely manner because this, it's massive. So massive. I'm just gonna take all of this. Combine it with the situation of these. Get some trapdoors into play. There we go. Get the slabs in the situation. And... oops. Add those little window details we have here. I want to do something with the lower half of the window, but I don't really know what I could do. Who knows? Maybe I'll think of something later. But for now, no clue. So just fill this in. Boing, boing, boing. Let me through. Give me that. And then... boink, boink. Try to close those properly. Very nice. And then I'm just gonna move up to this silly little window. Speaking of doing everything correctly in the first place, I'm glad I moved the window immediately. So then, we're approaching this situation again. First, I'm gonna pull up them walls. Grab this guy again. And stick it in the corners. Leaving me with a nice little trim. No, I think this is better. So then I'm gonna do this rodeo again. Trapdoors. And all the trapdoors times 2. And then this one. And this one. And I'm add those. And I believe we just stay on this. We do just stay on this. Until we hit the almighty shelf section. We'll just plop this up. Maybe some upside down stairs. Slab on a shelf. Slab on a shelf. Slap on 2 trapdoors. And add some more else. There's this window a second time. Then is that the full front? This is kind of cute. It is kind of cute. Still missing some bits. And we're missing the roof, of course. Massive, massive manor entrance stairs. Hello, villager. Do you want to live here? What if you do a slab? It's rather stairy, but it's like 3 steps, and I can only do 4. So if I do this, 2, I can only really do 4. I can't really do 3 steps down. So I do like this a lot more. Hello! Sai! Welcome, welcome. What's going on? We are building. And we are building... trying to use techniques that I learned from learning how to draw. Which in this case is referencing from... well, it's referencing the old masters. Like, apprentices of the old masters would copy their artworks to practice. And I have no clue about architecture, so the reference above my little head is what we're currently building. Also trying to learn more about architecture, to be honest, because definitely use some improvement. Yeah. A lot of improvement, to be honest. I don't want those corners. A little better. What if later I just set this whole manor down a block? Ideas. What if I just manually make the third step? I've been planning this for a while, and I'm also going to be doing some other things that you're kind of taught when you learn art. For example, I'm gonna do some color theory with block palettes, and then build something with that, see how that works. I'm also gonna be referencing nature, which is what the old masters used to originally do, is they just straight up reference natures. You can, for example, see that in, that's not necessarily the old masters, but you can see that in a good chunk of paintings made during the Romantic era, where they paint a lot of nature, and there's a lot of referencing nature, or partially buildings but then leading into nature. So there's a lot of just standing out in the forest, and you paint the forest, unless you sit somewhere in a studio or something and you paint the masterpiece that your masters put in front of you, and it's like, learn from this, you know? This is 3 steps. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if I just remove this, we have 3 steps, so... I mean, seems fine to me. Illustration is 3 steps, this is 3 steps. It still looks alright if I just chop off this lower half. What if I just created a little hill around this thing? I'm gonna do some exterior on this thing as well. Maybe not this stream, but I'm gonna. Probably when we're referencing from real life, because that's always very nice to do for nature. So, you know. That works. This for the path, then I can now go back down. Just try to use some organic kind of blob shape-ish situation around this. Yeah. I think I'm gonna take this as the 3 steps. So otherwise it's getting a bit too wide for my liking. But this seems to be doing pretty alright. Also, I have to desperately move this out of the way, because it's starting to mildly bother me. This is my block palette, by the way. That I did kind of whip up with a little bit of the colory situation regarding the roof. As we are somewhat trying to work with a triad here, which is, if you look at it on the color wheel, it kind of like is a triangle on the hues. As the name kind of suggests, I suppose. So using blueprint or freestyling mod. There's no blueprint here. The only thing that could be considered blueprint is the image that is above my head. The one with the floor pan and the little sketch. That is something I found online. and I'm trying to replicate the sketch and the floor plan of this house. And this is just freestyling from reference, basically. Like trying to turn the sketch into something in Minecraft, which tends to have its challenges. So there's gonna be some minor differences, but it's still fun. It's still very nice. Don't forget to put the lantern on top of the roof, tippy toppies. All right, do I want to tackle the roof? Yesn't. Let's be honest here. Not quite sure what I want to do with it yet, so. Let's build it out of warp wood. Let's just actually copy the texture. I'm just copper this. We'll mess around and find out. So I'd like to turn this part upside down, because it gives me a little bit of an overhang illusion. This is one of my favorite things to do, because we have this gap over there, which just makes it seem like there's like the roof's actually hanging over there, not just like glued to the walls. I'm actually to just get away with doing this. Oh, the dangerous question is though, do I want the stairs on the inside, on the outside, or on both sides? I could give it some sort of trim if I did that. Let me grab some pale oak things. I want a slab, not pressure plate. Hold on now. I can use the shelves to make the trim look thinner. Ooh. That is interesting. I like that. I like that. Consider me very intrigued. No, I want to see that. I want to see them connect. Do I need to see them connect? Yeah, I kind of do. And I can't touch those up because that's gonna look strange. So all these are gonna need to be solid. Gotta figure out what I do around it. Gonna do it like this, make it look a little bit steeper. I don't like this. That's better. Feels a little bit too blocky on there. It will be too staircasey if I do it otherwise. That'd be too close. I suppose this is the way. I'm gonna try to give the illusion of a trim being there. Theirs would be too much. Mm-hmm. So I need to replace that oak with a full block. hold on, this does actually go in. I'm silly. These do go in here. Much better. So now, we do this, we go up with the stairs one. We go slabs one, we go with stairs one. Yeah. Slabs one, we go with the stair one. Slab one, we go with the stair one. Not building, recreating artwork block by block from image. Recreating, yes. Block by block doesn't really work with this. Because there are certain things that just don't work with the blocks. Actually, I don't mind the interrupted trim. I don't mind that. It's not too shabby. Not too shabby. Okay, replace those guys. Now this. I'm gonna get those upside down guys back. Boom. And then this is where that turns into this. So I'm gonna drop a full block there. Then I have to add this, which here doesn't matter. We got full blocks. Then I'm gonna go into a slab here, I believe. And that on top. Into a stair here. So basically what I'm doing is I'm doing this is like handwriting. If you read a text and then write down information from the text, you're still just writing down stuff from the text. But if you write it down by hand, you might be able to remember more information that was in the text than if you were to just read it and call it a day. That is basically what I am doing here. And there we go. There's our stair. Those are slab. There's stair slab? Yeah. It is stair stair. There's stair. There's a slab. These are stairs leading into a final slab. Oh, I forgot the thingy. The trim. Okay. I've also never built with shelves before. Like, this is my first time building with shelves, and I'm liking the things that are going on here with the shelves. Some very nice small details. structures on the on the right side. That's just the rest of my build world. Like some steampunk stuff, some arcane themed stuff over there, and a mass sports castle, ships in a bottle, some elven mansion, some map art over there. A lot of stuff here. This is just my build world, and this is kind of where I'm opening up, I suppose, a cottage section. I'll just be building a bunch of houses here and see what else I can pick up. So maybe those buildings in this direction can be better. All right. This roof. This roof is a pain. I'm not quite sure what exactly I want to do with this one. I'm gonna just try to see if I can make this overhang thing work here. I think it might be a bit strange with that cut off. Just fill that in. Maybe that can work. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced yet. Not sold. Not sold. Not sold at all. So if this going into this, which I suppose I can do with slabs as well. I think that can work. And then I'm going to temporarily do one little overhang so it doesn't look as off from the side. And then we need to go for the steepest thing that I've ever constructed as a roof. Actually, is it? It might not be. I don't know. Very, very steep. It's like this. Pull those up a little. I'll just hold this here for a second. Probably start with this. And then kind of going back bit by bit. So I might be able to leave this. And then bring this over. Maybe this? Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Oh, hold on now. We onto something? Maybe. Maybe. I'm gonna connect this to that. Wait, let me do the front side, because I've that one figured out. Connect that over into this. That. And connect this over into this. This is a really expensive roof. And a really annoying one. I think this is okay. I think this is pretty okay. This is a lot better than what I thought was going to come out of this. No, it's completely flat. It's completely straight. Unlike anything else I ever make. Didn't expect so many nice builds. You're actually a talented architect. Thanks. I'm not that good of an architect. I draw things. I'm not the best at constructing buildings, which is why I'm doing this. I'm trying to understand the construction of the building more as I go through this. So I can be better at it. Like, this isn't for original builds yet. This is for understanding. There is this lovely German word called begreifen, which stands for both to touch and to understand, which is something. Let me just fly over here so you can take a look. Which is something that is very, very obvious in toddlers. They take things in their mouth to touch them, but also to understand them. They learn from it that way. It's a really good way to learn, which is why, for example, if a toddler touches a hot stove, they will then, even if you told them, that's just words, right? That's just words. And sometimes words just go whoosh right past you. But if you experience it yourself, hand-on, it's more likely that you do just like straight up learn it or learn it more quickly. Like if a toddler places their hand on a hot stove, it's like, ow, that's hot, that hurt. I'm not gonna do that again, maybe, because that was kind of painful. And it kind of lessens as you grow older, turn to an adult, but it does still apply. There's a lot of people who say, "Oh, I can only learn this and that thing if I do it myself," and that's from the same point of origin as what we all do when we're but toddlers. And that's the same principle I am applying here. It's that I do it myself to understand what exactly this is, how exactly it is constructed. And yeah, a little bit of a psychology lesson for the way. There's actually a trim under here, so I don't think that will look good. Not because I can't do that. Okay. I've been playing Minecraft for years and I still struggle with building basic house. So seeing your builds at like architect level to me. Thank you so much. Honestly, I started off like everyone else. I started off building houses out of pure Minecraft blocks and cobblestone and dirt huts on Minecraft Pocket Edition ages ago. And funnily enough, as I improved with drawing, as my knowledge of perspective, color, and shapes in general improved, building suddenly got a lot easier. Which I did not expect at all, but that's just what happened. And every time I come back after a while, it's sometimes there's a lot of this. You finish a project and you look and you're like, hold on, I did that? So it's a little bit of a... Sometimes you come back from doing other art-related things, and then you whip out something you never thought would have been possible for you. But you did it. Even tiny things like that are definitely worth being happy about, and worth having a mini celebration for yourself. Something you're allowed to be proud about. You know, mini successes are also successes. Plus, sometimes, especially if you're in a rough time, and you have a small success like that, um, you also deserve to give yourself a little treat, you know? Because it's important to take care of yourself, and sometimes allowing yourself to take a break, like truly allowing yourself to take a break, not just being like, oh, I'm so exhausted, I need to take a break now, but being like, okay, I've done this, I'm gonna take a little bit of time, like, maybe like if it's a busy day, like at least like half an hour, maybe an hour or something, and do something I really want to do. Something that's kind of relaxing, maybe something to recharge a little bit. Just something chill you really feel like doing. Just recharge your batteries a little. Give yourself a little treat. Maybe get yourself something sweet, something salty, like a snack you really want or something similar. Just take care. Take care of yourself. That's the lesson of all this. It's very important. It may be really hard at the start even, but it gets easier over time to take those breaks and to take care of yourself for a second. And at some point, just circling back to the art, at some point you will look back at yourself and be like, wow, the difference. Yeah, psychology lesson. Didn't expect a psychology lesson today, but you explained pretty well. Thanks. I didn't study psychology, but I still have a slight bit of a psychology background since I did actually have psychology as a subject in school. Which is something that, funnily enough, some people don't believe me because I do so much art, and I taught a bit of art for a year, and well, the subject was called design, but there was some art in there, there was some video editing in there, and so on and so forth. But whenever I told anyone that I actually had psychology as a subject, they were like, "Nah, you must have taken art. There's no way you did psychology." Yeah. Before I started studying design, there was this question whether I'd like to study to become a teacher or study to become an artist or a designer. And I worked at a school for a year assisting the teachers, and I settled that I'd like to study design because as much as I love sharing my knowledge with others, there's one important thing that I took with me, and that is that if you're a teacher, most of your time will be spent with teaching others how to do the thing that you like to do. Of course, implying that you picked a subject you actually kind of enjoy, which as a teacher you should be, but not all teachers do that, sadly. But I wanted to do stuff. I wanted to create stuff myself before I just teach other people how to do the stuff I love. So yeah, that's how I ended up here. Studying design, being a freelance artist, and I'm having the time of my life. It's amazing. Not always easy, but what is? But it is amazing. I can't remember the pattern of the roof for the life of me. This, one block back, this again. This again. And this, question mark? Oh no, one back. And then we do this, and then we do the stair. We got that, brain? And we do this, and we do the stair. Figured it out. You stumbled onto your stream by chance with your calm way of talking, your will to me stay. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying it here. Do I have to stay those down? Yes. there's a lot of like high energy stuff that I could be doing. Like I do sometimes play like a shooter or something, but I just like having a nice calm time. Like there's like it states in my chat rules, like this isn't work, you know? Like lean back and relax. And there's already so much hectic stuff out there. I'm just here for a nice chill time. Okay. Gotta connect them. Left that my brain immediately defaulted to connect 4 just when I think about connecting blocks. I wonder how that happened. I wonder when I started associating those things somehow. Okay, this needs to be replaced completely. I think I'm just gonna finish off this little side roof thing before I go on to the big boy, which I've never done one of those. Like this is, I know this is a gable roof. I know some of the terms. This is a gable roof. And I think it's called a Dutch roof if you have like a gable roof with like a an overhang thing. Like an awning, but it's made of the same material as the roof, so like it's another like flatter roof in front of it. And what was this? What was this one? It's like the one that's like the V shape, like A shape, like this, but it also closes off like this. It's just closed off like on all the 3 sides. I remembered it yesterday. Where did it go? It seems I've misplaced the words in my brain folds. I should go search for them once the stream is over. Unless I happen to find the word while the stream is still going. Okay, I have those done. I have not completely finished off with this one. Let me do that. Wait. Upside down. Boom, boom, boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. I know that. Then these guys are... Oh, I just left that open for... this. Yeah. Fill this in. Quickly replace this. Oh, the side's already halfway done because I pulled some of the blocks over. That works. That was slab? No, that wasn't slabs. It was slabs on the big one, and this one it's double stair into slab into stair into slab? Slab into stair into yeah. Oh, I remembered. I remember. Oops. Fill those in. Do the other side. Slab. No wait. Yes. Stair into slab into stair. Into slab. I got it. Right now I should leave this because this needs the strange situation. How do I even start this? Okay. I'm gonna start this by giving myself a little point to start from. Wink. I might as well quickly fill those little guys in. Boop, boop, boop. Did it place correctly? Just finish the other side of that roof. And I also gotta remember to do the wood. Because this is actually going over here. I'm quite sure I just placed those the wrong way. Yeah. Just like this. It's okay to ask what country you're in. No, but what streamer I watch. Yeah, I mean, it's no secret I am German. And it's funny that a lot of people, for a lot of people, it's not their first guess. Like, it's never their first guess. When people guess what country I'm from, Germany would never be their first guess. Well, not would, but has never been first guess. How are you doing so far? I'm doing good, Toxic. I'm doing good. I'm once again reaching the threshold of we're getting a little hungry, but we're still doing great. And I'm also now realizing that I'm reaching the point of this is kind of difficult to wrap my head around what's going on with the roof here, because that's definitely a part where my mental library is slacking, is definitely roofs. So I'm like, I can do your triangle roofs or something, but like, oh, this is a situation. You have a name you prefer being called on stream. Feel free to call me Saru or just Nea, whichever you prefer. Either is perfectly fine. You can also just stick with Saru Na if you want to do the whole thing. I suppose it's already a rather short name, but the shorter the better. Makes it quicker to type. But yeah. Most people just call me Nea. I feel you. Saru. Yeah, I think Saru is pretty cute. Saru is pretty cute. Okay, how do we do this? What is this? What do I do? How do I the thing? Suppose I can hold on. Oh, hold on. I had a spark. I had a spark of that. I had a thought. A spark of inspiration and a thought. Which together turns into word mash. With the slap on there. With the stair there. And we have the... What if I do this? Then this kind of goes straight into the... Did it widen? Let me just drag this back to this roof. That's gonna be the end of me. I just accidentally tapped out. Okay. I'd like to also end this in a slab. Words are hard. No, Saruna is my name. Saruna is just the channel name. Nea is my name. Just N-E-A. What if I do the... No. Not that. What about a little of that on here? Does that? Oh, that does fit. That works. And then I just... transition this into... It should be stairs again. Lap into stairs. Sure, why not? Let's try that. Now, what's that supposed to mean? It's just a name. I believe it's Finnish or I think it's Finnish origin. No, it's both Finnish and Swedish. I like it. It means twin flower, which is pretty cute. Okay, connect those. Connect those. And then I do the top. I want it to be a little bit harsher, maybe. Now it needs to have a little something there. Just means in other languages, I guess. Well, I do know that it means twin flower. If you take it as the Swedish or Finnish name, it's not really a German name, so I don't really know any other meanings. There might be some. I don't know any. What about this? This might be okay. But this doesn't follow that. I needed to follow that. Meaning I need to get this. Into this. Yeah. But not in a million years. What could you not in a million years, Toxic? I think that's it. I think I'm gonna roll with this. I think I'm gonna roll with this. I think this is good. Build something like that. Oh. Honestly, this is really difficult. Both of my two brain cells need to kind of overclock right now to figure this one out. Is that okay? I think that's okay. Stream slang might be me issue. My bit right. Sai from India. It's nice to meet you. I don't believe I have met anyone from India yet. Wait. Wait. This also needs to keep going upwards. So this. Sai means holy and divine in my language. Oh. Beautiful. Oh, I'm here. You are here. I have now met you. I've now met a person from India. How am I gonna solve this? Am I onto something? Possibly. Is this... Oh. I slapped the wood out of there. Okay. Alright. This needs to be copper. Yeah. Wait, did I do that? Did I do it? Hold on, I think I did it. The stream is lagging. I have no drop frames. That is so weird. Let me close anything that I absolutely don't need, but I don't really have changing that, unfortunately. Because my frames are good and my bits are good. So I unfortunately don't know what could possibly be causing that. Okay. We go just one up. Did I? I did. Go straight up there. Let me see if this is a Minecraft thing again where it runs smoother when I don't have the game on full screen. With the internet, 'cause now it's fine. Oh. How bizarre. How bizarre. Okay. 1, 2, stair. 1. Okay, 1, 2, stair. The corners too? No, wait. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. I got it. I am confusion sometimes, but that is okay. Seems I will gladly confuse myself again any day. I'm sorry, it will happen again. Okay, pop those over. Get those in here. Yeah, okay, yeah. Like, hold on, what am I doing here? But nope, we're all good. This is correct. It's raining. It's raining, man. Okay. Oh. Okay, and then I'm gonna connect all of this. Filling all the stairs, filling all the slabs. And I'm gonna go play the fun game of try to connect the lines and try to remember how you did the other side. Doop, 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 doop. I'm really liking this U-shape. I think this U-shape is very, very lovely. But it's tough. It's so tough. But it's so pretty. Oh, I did the back side as well. Why did I do the back? I'm so lost. Why do I keep doing this to myself? Why did the thunder just jump scare me? Okay. We're back on track. We're just filling this in. Right, and then we're taking this over here, and then we're filling all of this in. Give me those blocks. Doop, doop, doop. Oop. Wait, no. Hold on. Hold your horses. And think. Jake, is this a multi-stream that shift on Twitch and YouTube? Yes, it is. It is. It's both on Twitch and YouTube. This way. Ha ha ha! We have a roof! Oh my goodness, there's a roof! Oh. Oh, I'm so happy. I should finish the last bit of the roof too, so I can sleep in peace tonight. This roof's gonna haunt me if I don't finish this thing. Okay. Doop. 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 Okay. And now we go into this situation again. Draw all of this together. Fill in this gap. And bring this down. There we go. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the Twitch side. Alright, let me fill with the gap filling, please. Doop, 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 doop. Just thought I saw a creeper in the corner of mine, but no, that was just my eyes playing tricks on me. Oh, I'm silly. I was like, oh my goodness, finish the shell. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. I'm just silly. Do I need to know this? I do need some of this. Okay. Let's finish filling this stuff in. Like the following. And then this one gets the trapdoors. Like the following. And also a ledge. Boop, boop. Boop. Boop, boop. There's that ledge number 1. Thought it was lagging on YouTube. It's the same situation here. I'm so sorry. I don't know why that's happening. But in this case, this one is out of my control. To me, my connection to all the things seems fine, so I don't know if something is taking a bad route through the interwebs, or I don't know. Oh, wait, hold on. No, this one. This way. There we go. And now this little guy. That. And I forgot to fill in this side. Like the silly little bean I am. fill all of these in. Swoop, 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 swoop. Oh, I see a fire. Fix that. I can't leave because it's walls. I've played myself. All of that done, all of that is done, all of that is done. That only missing the trims. This window is missing the window situation. Boom, boom, boom. And boom, 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 boom. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna upload the... I do have a VODs channel. I do upload my VODs to a second YouTube channel. So there, surely things shouldn't be lagging. And if they are, then I am utterly confused. Beats of the Rain is hard to see the building. Yes, of course. Of course, of course. Here I can probably just quickly zoom over here. Grab one of these friends. Quickly zoom back there. Quick little whoosh. And rather clear. Repeat always active. There we go. Could have done that years ago. I didn't realize that it was impacting the visibility that much because it looks fine on OBS. Like it looks very, very bright in OBS, which is why I thought it would be alright. I thought it would be fine, but it seems I was mistaken. Unfortunately, I don't have the amount of monitors, amount of screens to do all the things, to have my own stream open and have OBS open to see the chat and control everything. And I am unfortunately lacking the screens for that. I only have 2. Add those trims. Yes. Top. On the top and oops. And those here, put them here. Stop putting trapdoors into the shelves. We're gonna do the double situation. Okay. I believe that is the shell complete. I forgive you this time. Oh, thank goodness. I don't want to know what I would do if you didn't. All right, let me remove the leftovers of the wall. And this has been a nice and smooth 3 hours. I can't believe this shell took 3 hours, but here we are. It's a learning curve. It will get faster over time. But yeah. I am very, very hungry, so I'm gonna go get something to eat. And I will be live again on Thursday on MCCI, Minecraft Championship Island. And I will be doing some parkour, because I did practice parkour last Thursday. So I'd like to go back to that and try the even more competitive version where it's not just against the timer, but also against other players to see if I truly improved at all and if I can deal with that little bit of pressure that that game mode adds. And then next Monday, I will go back to this shell. MCCI is Minecraft Championship Island, and Minecraft Championship is a contest where a lot of Minecraft YouTubers get together and in teams. It's 40 players per championship, I believe. I think so. And they get in teams of 5 people each, I think. And they play a bunch of mini games. And in the end, there's one minigame of the 2 teams with the most points. The points were gained through the previous minigames. I believe it's 5 of them. And that's what they do. We'll be live. MCC is live, yes. I'm not in it. What I'm on is the public server version of it, which is MCC Island, MCCI, not just Minecraft Championship. And it has all the minigames available to the public. I'm not sure if it's actually all of... No, it's not all of them, but it has a decent amount of the minigames available to public. And they're actually really fun to play. So if you do have... I'm not sure if it's Java only or if it's also Bedrock, but definitely if you have Minecraft Java Edition, you can look it up on Google, and you can also play some of those minigames. There's some really fun ones. And I will be streaming one of those minigames on Thursday. Yeah, like I said, then on Monday I will return to this lovely shell that we've created today and do the interior and get into the floor plan. So, goodness, this is really massive. If all version I should check out, then yeah, maybe you'll enjoy it. But yeah, I'm gonna get something to eat. Thanks so much everyone for hanging out. It was lovely having you all here. And I will see you on Thursday. And bye. That transition was leggy. I saw that transition. Don't know why, but I saw it. Bye everyone!